A Happy Pocket Full of Money by David Cameron Gikandi, Chapter 17. Consciousness. You experience what you are awake to. This book has been largely about wealth consciousness, but what is consciousness? It is being awake to something. Wealth consciousness is being awake to wealth. Wealth has always been there, of course, but you may not have been awake to it. You cannot experience what you are unaware of. Consciousness is the set of attributes and capabilities that enable you to be awake to a state of being or a set of experiences. This book has been about the things that enable you to be awake to the world that is already there and the happiness that is already there as well. So, my friend, wake up. The material wealth of a nation is simply the manifestation of the collective wealth consciousness of that nation. That applies to any group of people, from families to corporations to continents to worlds. The least consciousness person in a group of people will bring down the experiences of the most conscious. So wise people do whatever they can to raise the consciousness of the group at large, so that they themselves may experience more. It is self-defeating to do nothing or to lower someone else's wealth consciousness. I am wealth, I am abundance, I am joy. Several studies show that many people who win over 1 million in lotteries end up worse off financially than they were before they won. They lose all that money in amazingly short periods and end up even worse off because of new debts and liabilities they accumulate. It is not money that makes a person wealthy, it is wealth consciousness. People without wealth consciousness are unable to become wealthy, even when a huge sum of money comes their way in a lottery win. On the other hand, people with wealth consciousness cannot fail to have money and wealth for extended periods. They may go broke occasionally due to an error in thinking or a higher choice, but they always bounce back up. They have no fear of going broke because they know that even if it happens, it is temporary and they are designed to come right back up. You can take away all their money, and within a year they will be wealthy again, or at least be on their way to wealth. Luck has nothing to do with it. I'm wealth, I'm abundance, I'm joy. The greatest creative forces become available when your conscious, subconscious, and superconscious selves are in harmony in their choices. You make them so by raising your consciousness and awareness to all three levels of yourself. You become aware on and conscious of things you used to do subconsciously. You can do this by deciding to be aware. Decide to be mindful and deliberate about your thoughts and actions and dreams instead of walking about daydreaming in a daze and doing things automatically. It is also a good idea to consider vipassana, mindfulness meditation. It is one of the best ways to increase your awareness. You see, yourself makes choices, but if you are not aware of them, you will not know what they are. These choices are superconscious. Start becoming aware of them by honoring your feelings, not emotions or thoughts masquerading as feelings, but genuine feelings. You also become aware of your superconscious mind through meditation. You make some choices consciously and you make some subconsciously. You can increase your awareness of your subconscious choices by deciding to be aware by watching your thoughts. For example, in the past you may have had idle thoughts of fear and indecision regarding a particular topic. These thoughts went on in your head all the time as you did other things. They were background thoughts. Well, now what you should do is watch your thoughts and do not allow any idle daydreams that keep tossing about an issue like a wild monkey in a cage. The point is that if for a particular decision these three levels all choose differently, the results will obviously be mixed and confusing too. The way to fix that is to raise your awareness on all levels. I'm wealth, I'm abundance, I'm joy. The source of all creation is a field of infinite possibilities and creativity. Our true selves are one with the source, in the same image and likeness. When we are conscious of that and believe is so, we tap into this field of infinite possibilities and our inherent creative abilities. I am wealth, I am abundance, I am joy. You must have wealth consciousness that knows no poverty, or more accurately, the illusion of poverty. Work on it until the idea of poverty is laughable, until to think that you can possibly become poor is a ridiculous idea to you. I'm wealth, I'm abundance, I'm joy. You create money by increasing your value inside yourself. You do that by reading books like this. You also do that by remembering your true self that is in the image and likeness of the source, abundant by nature. You then experience money by exchanging the value you have built in you. Exchange it with others by providing services, goods, and money to others in exchange for their services, goods, and money. Remember that people have a unique purpose or ability within them. They fulfill part of or all of this ability or purpose they create something out of, and by using their internal value. Their creations are therefore unique, and the exchange of these unique creations is what brings about paper money or cash. Paper money is just a medium of exchange for our uniquely developed internal value. Build wealth by building your inner value. Experience wealth by carrying out your purpose and ability using that build up inner value. It all lies inside you. To build external wealth, build internal wealth, and then exercise it. It is that simple. The biggest components of internal value are instantly available to all. These are faith or certainty, imagination, inquiry, and focus. Activity, taking action, translates in an inner value into outer value, material wealth. I am wealth, I am abundance, I am joy. Wealth follows those with wealth consciousness, not the other way around. Wealth consciousness comes from states and thoughts of prosperity and wealth that are full of confidence. It does not allow any thoughts about poverty or limitations, doubt, or scarcity. It does not allow states of fear and disbelief. I am wealth, I am abundance, I am joy. The earning of money has nothing to do with the direct manipulation of the paper you now call money. It has everything to do with wealth consciousness. I'm wealth, I'm abundance, I'm joy. Wealth is predictable result. The causes of wealth are predictable and accessible to all without exception. I am wealth, I'm abundance, I'm joy. To the extent that you have wealth consciousness inside of you, outside things will enable you to experience wealth or hinder you from experiencing it. This is the same for happiness. To the extent that you have happiness inside of you, outside things will enable you to experience happiness or hinder you from experiencing it. And it is the same for everything else: peace, love, non judgment, non condemnation, no segregation, and so on. I am wealth, I am abundance, I am joy. The collective consciousness is very influential for your own wealth and happiness. You create many of the events in your life, but some events, especially the large ones, happen because of the thoughts and consciousness of people around you, your society and world. You have heard this before in many forms. Where two or more are gathered. You are not alone. You are not separate from everyone else. You, as an individual, matter a lot to the whole, and vice versa. Your extent of wealth and happiness is co-determined mind by yourself and everyone else. Please understand this carefully. No one can stop you from being happy and wealthy because you alone choose to experience everything as good or bad all on your own. And no one can possibly take away that internal choice from you. And only you can choose to have wealth or happiness, and no one can take that from you except yourself. That said, you are more likely to meet good and happy opportunities and events if the people around you are of a sustainable consciousness. Think of your mind as an extension of your spirit, your body as an extension of your mind, your immediate environment and other people as an extension of your body, the world as an extension of your environment, and thus the whole world as your own larger extended body, and the same goes for everyone. Thus, whatever good or bad there is in your extended body affects you to the degree that it is away from you. So it is very much in your interest to spread wealth and happiness consciousness around the world, to improve the larger extended body as a whole, for what happens to one part of the body affects the whole. The advancement of just one individual in society causes a series of advancements of varying degrees for all others in society. So, to rise yourself, rise others. And you will automatically rise as well. Even telling a few people is enough, but telling as many as you can shifts this universe dramatically. This book is a start. Share it. Use the internet, email, and text messaging on your mobile phone. We have invented these affordable communication networks as a testimony to our increasing realization that we are one, as a tool to keep growing in the realization. So use the networks. Remember them. I'm wealth, I'm abundance, I'm joy. One of the best ways to become wealthy and happy is by practicing meditation every day. Meditation puts you in touch with your higher self so that the teachings in this book can become you, experientially, in every cell of your body. They will no longer be theoretical constructs, for they become you. You will no longer have to struggle to practice and remember them, for they are you. Start meditating, and one day, soon, you will have this happen to you. The recommended meditation technique here is Vipassana, mindfulness or insight meditation. I am wealth, I am abundance, I am joy. All other things held constant to the extent that an individual or society has and develops wealth, health, and happiness consciousness in itself and in those around it. so will it have wealth, health, and happiness. Now, it is time to go to a wider dimension. It is time to look at what has this consciousness, the self, the builder of the universe, the builder that uses space and time as materials to create experiences.